My name is Karel de Beule. My partner and I founded a company in 2006. It's our second company together. We started out as a B2B technology company. Then in 2008 we evolved to a direct-to-consumer product company. We've been developing local value-added services in total 9 markets. We scaled up in 4 of them. So out of the 9 markets, 5 of them we couldn't really scale up because we couldn't get competitive locally. And then in 2010, 2011, we had to make a decision either to scale up locally, focusing on product, or to scale up globally, focusing on traffic. Because in the end, we found out that in the value-added services market, to be competitive, you have to have a really local focus. And we were scaling up a lot in traffic, so in basically buying and selling mobile traffic. That's a pretty global business. So we decided in 2010 to start with a traffic business on top of our product business. And then quickly the traffic business scaled up pretty fast. So now we're in a phase to try to kill the product business and focus purely on traffic. It's not easy because we have now in the office 2 different teams. So we have a product team still investing in product, and we have a traffic team building technology on our traffic brokering business. So we have like 2 different mini companies now within the same company with 2 different technologies. The whole product business is in Java. The whole traffic business is in PHP, so it's totally different technologies, totally different people, different skill set, different business. But our clear focus for the future is traffic. So we, our current business is basically acquiring mobile traffic under a number of business models. So we work with affiliates on a rev share basis. We work with big publishers on a prepay basis. So we prepay banner deals. And we also do some internal media buying in the networks. And then on the monetization side, we monetize mainly on CPA. So we sell sales. And we do some rev share, and now we're at a point where we're splitting up in 2 networks. So we're going to build a CPM network to work with publishers, and the CPA network to work with affiliates. In the CPM network, we're going to build it totally open. The idea is to eventually have an open CPM network and build RTB bidding on top of that. And then the CPA network is basically a classical affiliate mobile trade doubler for value-added services. It's funny because I used to run, in the company I used to do a lot of sales. Like in my personal time, I spent 80% of my time on sales and 20% on product. And now it's the other way around. I spend 80% of my time on developing product and 20% of my time on sales. And the sales I do is more to learn than to sell. So I try to still have a close contact with customers and with the market to get like my hands dirty and really get a feel of where the market is going. But I think for companies like ours, I think the long-term winners will be the companies that excel in technology and in platform and product. I really think so. A discovery app we're launching. So the idea for NeoClips is it's still in its infancy, so we don't really have a big user base yet. But it's basically a discovery app for games based on video trailers. So it's like in the middle of three trends in the market. So there's obviously the mobile games market. That's huge now. And the big issue now, like in the games, the free-to-play model is now finally established, and companies make money on free-to-play games. So finally, people install free games, and the games developers eventually make money on that. So that market is already there with success stories like Supercell, like King. So that's one trend, and the really big issue there for a lot of games studios and games publishers is acquire users. Something we've seen in our classical business, that a shift going from, okay, I have a product, but then I have to acquire distribution for my product, so traffic is king. So that's one trend. The second trend is video. Video is huge, and more in mobile. I think it's one of the ad formats that's really making it now in mobile. So that's the second one, and the third one is the app of the day apps. So it's like an app of the day for games with trailers, and people love trailers. So people, if you go on YouTube, game trailers have millions and millions of downloads. It's like a content people really demand. So we're trying to build up a user base of one trailer clip, one game trailer a day, build up a user base for people to see trailers and then drive them off to the app stores to install or purchase a game. I have to be honest, it's not easy, because the issue we have now is that we've done a small test acquiring users, and the user feedback is excellent. So people really love it. They love the app, and they love the games, they love the trailers. The monetization is excellent. The game studios like it as well, because we don't drive installs. We drive people or users that's seen a trailer and they want to play the game. So we don't only drive installs, we drive players, people that really want to engage with the game. So that's good. But the issue is that the acquisition cost of users for apps now is really big. And we haven't yet found out how to make the app viral, so that by buying one install we get like 10 installs for free. So for the moment it's like purchase a user, monetize a user, and for the moment our acquisition cost is still higher than our lifetime value. So now we're trying to crack our brain on how to go one step beyond and acquire a massive user base. Yeah, it's very busy actually. It's almost bigger and bigger and bigger. Yesterday I went to Mark Zuckerberg's talk. I didn't really like it too much. No, I think the interviewer didn't really ask any awkward questions, and I think everybody in the room had a lot of awkward questions for him. One being, how are you going to make money with WhatsApp? And the second one, how come WhatsApp went down the day after you bought it? And then he was like, really, no, I was a bit disappointed, to be honest. I think a lot of people in the industry are like looking at that, like what's going on there?